Hello everyone and welcome to this Podia review. Today I'm going to be talking you through everything you need to know about Podia, and as usual, if you do have any questions about this software, please do not hesitate to leave them in the comment section down below. I'll also be leaving a discounted link in the video description so that you can always get your money's worth for Podia. So Podia, in its simplicity, is essentially an all-in-one course management platform. If you had a course that you want to sell to people and you want people to subscribe, or even if you just want to do individual sales and receive payments for that, this is exactly the website that you're going to want to use for it. So on the main page, we basically have a list of few things at the top that we can go to. We can have a little look at products, community, things like that, and coupons and managed discounts. You can also have a look on your main opulent page or your dashboard page, but will say your name. You can basically have a little look at all the information such as subscribers and customers, sales and overall revenue. And once you've got audiences actually engaged in what you're selling, the activity of what they'll do, for example, sign-ups, email subscriptions and more, will appear in the box at the bottom. So if I go ahead and hit create, there are 4 different things that we can create: a broadcast, a campaign, a product, or a coupon. Now we're going to go ahead and hit broadcast to begin with. Essentially what this allows us to do is we do need to set up an email for this. So essentially this will allow these to be sent out to certain people. A broadcast will basically give them a little bit of information to their inbox, and then you can basically set up the opt-in text. So this is the thing that will pop up. As you can see, when signing up, customers can consent to receive emails from you, and the thing that they will then have a little look at and decide whether they want to agree or disagree is the text, "I accept to receive marketing emails from Design School," or whatever your company is called, or whatever you want to write here. And then the mailing address: to comply with email communication laws, you will need to put your address in there. So if we put the opt-in text for exactly what it says there, "I accept to receive emails," and the mailing address will just put 1 St. John's Close in Johnston, Johnbridge, like that, and then hit finish setup. What this will do is therefore have this all set up for us. So your emails will appear here, and you can create, manage, and track your broadcasts and campaigns. So if you wanted to send a broadcast, this will send it immediately out to our whole subscriber list. We'll be able to set a subject for the email, the recipient, so as many recipients as we want. We can hit select all, and we can then select the content. And this will have certain parameters and things and certain layout things. For example, parentheses, first name or there, and then that will allow obviously the first name, which would be the variable of which we will call on later on, to appear in that box. And then you can finish later once you're done, or you can send it immediately, and that will immediately have brought up one of these in the section that we were looking at earlier. Now this is where you can manage all your campaigns and broadcasts in one place. You have the date sent, how many have been sent, how many have opened, clicks, sales, revenue, bounce, and how many people have unsubscribed. But this is where we basically manage our broadcasts, and in its simplicity, it's basically just a more posh word of just saying an email, or a mass sent out email to your subscribers. So we'll now move on and create a campaign. Now this is basically where an automated email will be set up instead of one that you will send out yourself. Depending on what people do, depending on what happens, or if you just want it to be sent out after a specific time frame, this is where campaigns can come into assistance. So you have to set up a name for it, the entrance condition. So depending on what will have to happen for people to receive this, you can either have signed up for a product, subscribed, joined a community plan, or just subscribed for emails. And we will go ahead and do the bottom one. And then the exit conditions basically depends on everyone exits when they receive final email or matches different conditions. So this is when they will no longer receive them. So that could be once they've purchased something, once they've been a subscriber for X amount of months or days, or however long you want it to be, and then you can set up what that will be. So send after however many days after they've actually signed up, what the subject is, and what it will say. And again, very simple, you can hit finish later and get on with that later on. And then to manage all of the statistics to do with these, as we were on earlier, you can hit broadcasts and campaigns, and it will give you everything you need to know, along with an overview of how many have been sent, opened, clicked, sales, bounced, and unsubscribed, similar to what we've got down here, but just color coded so that it's easier to understand. So back on our main page, we can now go to product and coupon. Now, product is if we want to actually choose an online course or something like that we want people to buy. This is the real meat of the software. So you can choose an online course, a digital download, a webinar, a bundle, or a coaching session. So depending on what you're doing, whether you're doing lessons, files, posts, and quizzes, which is an online course, or whether you want to physically be in a call with somebody and then teach them something from your own knowledge base and something like that, then that's that's when you would go for coaching session. But you've got a really large amount, so we'll go for an online course to begin with, just because that's what this is mainly tailor-made for, and we'll choose a name. We'll put Opulent Course, there we are, and hit Create Product. So when we're in, we can create all the different aspects of this course. So we have creating your online course with step-by-step instructions. You also have a step-by-step video that allows you to show you how to do it rather than just instructions. But we're going to go ahead and close both of these down and just immediately go through here. So first of all, you can either add a text, embed, quiz, coaching, or files. And this is basically the hub that people will see. The new sections, you can add different areas for something here. So you have the introduction to the course, and the description is welcome to my course. You will find everything you need here. And once you're done with that, all you would need to do is say when the section is available to people who have subscribed, and then go ahead and hit save. So people don't get immediate access. So the new lessons, depending on what you want them to do, if you want them to get maybe an idea of how the software works, you would create text, embed, quiz, coaching, or files as we went on earlier. You could maybe put a video showcasing how to access different areas of the course. You could put a quiz to see if they know certain bits right at the end, to see if they've actually listened to the video, and things like that. But it's very, very intuitive to actually get to grips with, and when you have done something like that, you would then want to move over to the more nitty-gritty bits, such as the details, pricing, and availability. So this is where you can change the name, image, description, any categories that you want for people. So as you can see, you can organize products into different categories depending on what courses you have and what those courses entail. You can also have a certificate and comment visibility, so you can either have them visible, hidden, or locked. And any integrations that you want to just make to sync things like your subscriber list is also very much possible. Pricing is when you sort of you understand, and this is where you lay out essentially how much your course is going to cost people. So you can have special offers if you wanted to, but you basically would immediately edit this, and then you can either have free or paid. So if you wanted it to be the paid one, you will have to connect PayPal or Stripe. It's nice to know that there are those two options out there, because I know a lot of people like to use Stripe for payments, and a lot of people decide to use PayPal as well. But as you can see, this is mainly what you would do in there. And then you also have availability. So this is basically where you can choose who has access, how many people have access, and from when people have access from. So you can set up the status and the visibility of the course, but the main things are the access limiting. So the access, the start date, the limit on how many people can sign up, and the duration of the product course, so how long they have it for. You can make it permanent, or you can even make it only monthly. So if they want to continue it and they want to keep it for a period of time, you can create that as a monthly subscription too. And there we have it. You then have a little bit of an overview of what your course is going to look like. You have launching your course, engagement and comments, and then the overall details. Free, we don't have any lessons or categories, when it was created, and a few more information before we go ahead and publish it. So that's very, very simple. Now the tabs at the top is sort of a few things we've already been over. You can create communities if you want to build recurring revenue and things like that. And you would simply hit create community and be able to have numerous things in one place. It's almost like a little forum. And I think that's really, really a neat idea. Being able to communicate with people with different topics and different chats to do with different things. It's essentially one big chat room. And I absolutely love that feature. It's very easy to use. And basically you can have general, random, or all topics in one place. Email is also very, very simple. We've already been on that. Coupons is where you can basically give people discounts to do with different things. So you can either just create a new coupon, but you can have different things and everything like that, depending on certain things that people have done. You can also view every single member of your audience and people who are actually subscribed to your program in this audience page here. Affiliates and sales are also offers that you can have. And obviously you can set up with Stripe or PayPal very simply by hitting this, setting up your currency, and then connecting your applicable accounts. But that is more or less it for Podia. So now it begs the question, two questions actually. Do I recommend this, and why might people want to use it? Now, online courses will answer the second question first. Online courses are things that many, many people, want to do. You have big websites such as Masterclass, and a lot of people use them, and it's really, really interesting. It's developed a whole nother area of business that people can dabble in. Being able to create your own courses and share your own knowledge with people is absolutely excellent. And whilst there are other websites out there, this allows you to customize it completely and not obviously have to pay fees or anything to the company or anything like that, for especially things like Fiverr. Fiverr take a large cut, and it's obviously hard to get started, but with this it's much, much easier, and you can make it as exactly how you like it. And being able to do that all for free is absolutely brilliant, and I love the way that the user interface is absolutely incredible. And you can even set up communities for people who are subscribed to your service to communicate with each other about that. So I would definitely recommend it. It's very easy to use, and the options that they have are just immense and vast, and you will never find something that you do need on here that it doesn't have. I would highly recommend it. But thank you everyone for watching, and I will see you next time. Thank you.